Hi there, and welcome to Real Talk in ELT, a podcast about the reality of teaching English. I'm your host, Kelly Pennington. Thank you for joining me today. In today's episode, I wanted to chat a bit about myself and give you some background so you know a little bit more about me. So this podcast came to me in the middle of a professional development course. I was feeling a little bit frustrated and stifled, to be brutally honest. I was in a session with some fellow teachers, and I had this irritating feeling that we were all saying the right thing, but sometimes the right thing isn't the reality of our teaching practice. And so let's be honest, teaching is a difficult job, and we all know what we should be doing or what would be amazing to do, but sometimes that's just not possible. And it's tough. And then teachers often feel like they're not doing a good job, even though they're doing the best that they can. So we make about 1,000,001 decisions before, during, and after our lessons. Typically, we don't even stop thinking about students or materials or the lessons, like ever, even on the weekends. I feel like there's a lot of pressure in this growing competitive market to always be connected and creating, innovating, and having all the answers. Well, there are days that I feel like I'm conquering the world and I'm killing it. But then there are also days where I just need to be very realistic about what I can do. So in an effort to bring some reality to the ESL world and connect with other educators who might feel the same way, I'm putting my voice out there. I want to not only address the issues, but also offer solutions, solidarity, and a sense of community to the English language teachers. Everyone has their own reality, and here's mine. My background as an educator is very non-traditional. So I'm originally from the Boston area, and after high school I entered the military academy on a sports scholarship. And then after leaving the military, I chose to move into the business world. It seemed the most logical fit for me at the time, and I was always working with companies related to the healthcare industry. But then I found my niche in human resources. Then I had an international move to Brazil, and that thrust me into the wonderful world of English language teaching, and I've been enjoying this journey for about a decade now. I got into teaching after having coffee with an English teacher in my city. We had a quick chat, and he invited me to help him with some of his more advanced students with conversation and business-related things like presentations and conference calls. Turned out I loved it, but it was also a struggle for me because I had a terrible sense of imposter syndrome. At that point, I had no formal training and was really concerned about the quality of instruction that I was providing for the clients. I would try to do research online and educate myself about, things that I maybe didn't feel were going right or things that I could do better, but I still didn't feel like I was really providing a great service. So fast forward a few years, I kind of got the hang of it, got into the swing of things, and I was offered a position at a language school. I wasn't really sure if I could make the leap, but the owner sweetened the deal by organizing for Target Language Services from São Paulo to come out and give us an intensive CELTA course. It was myself and I think 10 or 11 other teachers. And that led me to where I am today. Actually, that kind of kicked it all off. So I stayed at the school for a couple years after finishing the CELTA course, and I worked with a variety of groups, from kids to adults. I worked with General English, ESP, EAP, Business English, and I'll admit, I found out pretty quickly that I am not a children's teacher. I'll get into this in another episode, and I have the highest respect for children's English teachers, but it is not my jam. So since then, I've moved into the private sector as a language teacher and teacher trainer. I've continued my professional development through courses and certifications, and here we are, over a decade of experience, a few teaching qualifications and courses later, and let's be honest, quite a few struggles. So I'm here now, like I said before, to put my voice about teaching English out there. Now you know a little bit about me and where I came from, and I hope this quick snippet provided some background and you could get to know me a little bit better. But I would also love to hear from you and about how it all started for you in English language teaching. Ready to join the conversation? Head on over to Instagram at Real Talk in ELT Pod or at English with Kelly and send me a message. That's it from me today. Take care of yourself, your health, your vibe, and your tribe. Until next time.